essentially a healthy muscle, healthy tissue in the body has a nice balanced potential or ability to go to 3 different states. One of them is contraction, or what we think of as strength. Another one is lengthening or flexibility, stretching. And the third one is neutral position, meaning relaxation. So in this practice, we'll put a little bit more focus on contracting, on creating strength in the body, which is an equally important part of the practice of yoga postures. So let's see if we can sit this way. This is called Vajrasana. I'll turn to my side so you can see how I'm sitting. I'm bringing my heels together and sitting back on my heels. If this is not available to you, doesn't feel right, then just find another seated, comfortable position. Close your eyes. Settle into your body and notice how it feels at this moment in time. Whenever you're ready, start shifting your attention or bringing it to your breath. Start extending the breath, maybe using the Ujjayi technique, making the breath deeper, more steady. Gradually, take your time. Focus today on your exhales, and as you breathe out, look for this action of drawing the lower abdomen inward. And maybe eventually, if it's happening to you naturally in your body, try to also lift it upward. So it's like a hooking action right under your belly. And take another few breaths here, maybe pausing for a second or two at the end of the exhale. Noticing if there's any suction of the lower abdomen available for you today. Take one last deep breath there to experiment with that action. And at the next exhale, we'll open our eyes, place our hands in the front of the mat, spread the fingers. Take a deep inhale, turn the toes, open space in the backs of the shoulders. Breathe out and lift the sitting bones back and up towards the ceiling. Release the head right between your hands. Open your feet a little bit wider, bend the knees a bit. Take a few breaths in this kind of easy downward facing dog. And continue bringing your attention to the end of the exhales. As you breathe out, slowly pull the belly inward. At the end of the exhale, try to look for that suction quality of the lower abdomen inward and upward a bit. Take another couple of deep breaths there. Next time you breathe in, slowly shift the weight forward towards your hands. Walk your feet back and bring them to about hip-width apart position. Press your hands a little bit deeper. Lower the hip a little bit. Reach with the tailbone towards your heels. And then again, come back to this action. Every time you breathe out, try to connect the lower abdomen towards your spine and lift it up a bit towards your heart. And after a breath or two, if you feel comfortable in this high plank position, start firming your front thighs, lifting the front thighs up towards the ceiling, and clearing more space in the backs of the shoulders by pressing the hands down and pushing them away from one another a bit. Take another a couple of deep breaths here. A little bit of shaking is completely natural. There's stability building in the core. Stability is another word, maybe a better one for strength. Wonderful. Next time you inhale, push your knees on the floor, and then we're going to breathe out and bend the elbows backwards and slowly lower the chest all the way down towards the floor. Turning the toes, reaching with the toes as far back as we can, taking the hands behind your back and interlacing the fingers. Reach the arms back and up and open the heart. Now as you lift the chest forward and up, press the backs of the feet a little bit deeper down towards the floor, and press them so much that you feel the knees coming up and the front thighs getting firm again. Keep the back of the neck long. Take another couple of deep breaths there. Open the heart as wide as you can. Next time you breathe out, slowly come all the way down. Release your fingers. Put your hands alongside your chest. Inhale, turn the toes. Keep the knees on the floor. Exhale, push your hands and lift the upper body up into the previous position that we were before we landed. And then take another deep inhale once you're ready. And then exhale, downward facing dog. This time you can find the right position for your feet for today. Maybe a little bit closer together, maybe a little bit apart. Maybe bring them, taking them a little bit further back or forward. Spread your fingers, press the hands a little bit deeper. Reach with the arms as long as you can. Shift the weight of the hip as far back and up away from your hands as you can. Take another deep, steady breath. Next time you inhale, bend the knees a little bit. Look forward, lift the buttocks. Breathe out, take a walk to the front of the mat. Open your feet a little bit apart. Spread the toes. Inhale, press the shins. Lift the chest and lengthen the spine as you open the heart. And exhale, fold. Make sure you empty all the breath out and draw the lower abdomen in a bit and up. Again, inhale. Maybe press the shins. Maybe touch the floor with your fingertips. Open the heart, lengthen. Exhale, fold. You can keep the knees bent more or less. Another inhale, lifting, lengthening, and a full exhale, folding, letting the back of the neck soften. Let's rise up to standing. Inhale, chest opens, and we rise all the way up, hands together. Exhale, hands to the heart, and we'll bring the feet together. Inhale, reach the arms up, give a little spin, and lengthen all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, dive forward and down, bend the knees a bit if you need, and release the back of the neck. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, spread the toes. Exhale, fold again, release the back of the neck. Inhale, rise up with the chest wide open and way up. Look up, palms together. Exhale, hands to the heart. And again, inhale, spin the arms as you reach them up. Exhale, fold. As you fold, empty all the air out and suck the lower abdomen inward and upward. Then inhale, release the belly, lift the chest, lengthen, open the heart. Exhale, fold again, release the back of the neck, face is melting down towards the floor. Inhale, rising up, pressing your feet deep into the ground. Exhale, hands together to the heart. Let's continue from there. Inhale, reaching up, pressing the feet down. Exhale, folding, looking for that action at the lower abdomen. On the end of the exhale, inhale, lift the chest, lengthening the spine, opening the heart. Exhale, high plank, so planting your hands, walking back. We'll take a deep breath there. Push the flow away from us with the hands, with our toes. Breathe out, we're going to land either with the knees first or with a straight body all the way to the floor. We're going to turn the toes. Inhale, roll the shoulders, come up into a cobra, lengthen, lift, open the heart. Exhale, come all the way down, turn the toes. Take a deep inhale, keep the knees on the floor or lift the knees off the floor. Breathe out, push yourself back to a high plank, so slowly, with control. Notice the core, the lower abdomen area. Take a deep inhale there. Start firming the front thighs, and then breathe out, lift the sitting bones back and up. Downward facing dog. Let's hold here for about 3 breaths. Can you slow down the breath a bit? Can you look for space as you breathe in? All over the body, chest, front, back, sides.
As you breathe out, try to bring your attention back to the center of the body by drawing the lower abdomen inward, lifting it upward a bit, firming the front thighs. One last deep breath. And the next time you inhale, bend the knees a bit, look forward. Exhale, find your way to the front of the mat with your feet steady, if you can, together. Inhale, lift the chest, maybe hands on the shins, maybe touching the floor. Lengthen, open the heart. Exhale, fold. Use that belly action at the end of the exhale. Inhale, press your feet down and slowly come up to standing with the breath. Exhale, hands to the midline, towards the heart. And again, inhale, Surya Namaskar A. Reaching up, exhale, folding. Inhale, lifting the chest, lengthening, opening the heart. Exhale, planting your hands, finding your way back and lowering down. Maybe Chaturanga if you're ready for it, maybe floor. Inhale, Cobra, upward facing dog. And again, exhale, we lower all the way down. Maybe back to Chaturanga if you can. And then take a deep inhale, prepare for coming up to plank. As you breathe out, push down and push yourself up to a plank position. Take a deep inhale, open the heart wide. Exhale, draw the belly in, firm the front thighs. Come back to the downward facing dog position. Spread your fingers a bit. Arrange the position of your feet that is right for you. Take another deep, steady breath. Next time you inhale, lift the right leg up in the air. And then as you exhale, bend the knee and bring it to the forehead. Take the forehead to the knee and round the back. Hold here for 3 deep breaths. Press the hands a little bit deeper to the ground. Lift the heel a little bit higher towards your buttocks. Take another deep inhale. And a full exhale. Inhale, reach with the right leg back and up. And exhale, put the right foot down on the ground. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it to the forehead. Forehead to the knee, round the back. Lift the heel a little bit. Take another deep, steady breath. Next time you inhale, reach with the leg back to a 3-legged dog. And exhale, down with the foot towards the floor. Take a deep inhale, bend both knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the front of the mat with your feet together. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, open the heart. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Let's repeat it one more time, adding a few more postures. Inhale, reach the arms, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Make sure you empty all the air out. Inhale, lift the chest, open the heart. Exhale, you can jump back or walk back, lower down to the floor or Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, opening the heart wide. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up in the air. Exhale, bend the knee towards the forehead, bring the knee towards the forehead and put the right foot down flat in the front of the mat. Come up on your fingertips. Take a deep breath there. And the next time you inhale, let the chest float forward and up. Release your hands off the floor and reach the arms back as you turn the palms down, fingers reaching towards the back of the mat. Try to bend the front knee a little bit more and find more length along the spine as you breathe. Inhale, lengthening the back of the body. Exhale, slowly drawing the lower abdomen in, pressing the back foot down through the toes. One more deep, steady breath. Wonderful. Then, inhale, put your hands down. Exhale, step the front leg back. Take a deep inhale there, push the floor away from you, prepare for landing. Exhale, Chaturanga, or maybe knees down first, or just lowering all the way down to the floor. Inhale, Cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up in the air. Exhale, first bend the knee, bring it to the forehead, and then land the foot right between your hands. Come up on your fingertips. Make sure your feet are steady on the ground. Feel the ground on your feet. Then start releasing your fingers and rise up a bit with the chest. Reach with the hands back. Take the left hip back a little bit. Lift the front thigh of the back leg up towards the ceiling. Lengthen the back of the body as you breathe in.
Draw the lower abdomen as you breathe out. Feel the energy that the body uses to stabilize, to find more stillness in the body. Wonderful. Inhale, hands down to the floor. Exhale, step the front leg back. Take a deep inhale there. And then exhale, slowly lowering down. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Start the movement from the shoulders, lengthening the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog.
Take about 3 breaths there. Arrange your feet in the right position for you. Spread the fingers a bit. And just breathe deep in a way that creates space and stability in kind of a balanced way. Wonderful. Next, inhale, bend the knees a bit, look forward. Exhale, find your way to the front of the mat with your feet steady. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. And then we're going to bend the knees quite a lot. Shift the weight towards the heels. Spread the toes a little bit more. And inhale, reach the arms forward and up for the Utkatasana. Give them a little spin, palms facing one another. Relax the shoulders. Can you bend the knees a bit more and shift the weight towards the heels? Take a deep breath there. Fierce pose. Some call it the chair pose. Then slowly shift the weight towards the left foot and lift the right leg up in the air. Same position, bend the knee. Just the floating of the foot up a bit. Try to level the 2 sides of the hip. Take another breath here. Then breathe out, put the right foot down. Breathe in, lift the left leg up in the air, shifting the weight to the right foot. Find your balance. Reach with the arms, relax the shoulders. Try to level the hip. Don't allow the hip to change position too much. One more deep breath. Breathe out, put that left foot down. Inhale, look up. Take your hands together if that's available to you. Exhale, hands to the heart and straighten the knees. Take a deep, steady breath. Inhale. And exhale. Step the right foot back. We're going to turn towards the right side of the mat and turn our feet 45 degrees out. With our hands on the waist, we're going to bend the knees out and try to open the thighs a bit wider, dropping the tailbone down. Try to come down with the hip same level as your knees. If you need to, you can open your feet wider or bring them closer to make it easier. And then inhale, open the elbows 90 degrees out, the horse position. Stay there a few breaths. Try to bend the knees a bit more and open the inner thighs a bit wider. Maybe start giving a little spin to the thighs. So there's a movement of, like a spiraling movement of the thighs moving backward towards the back of the mat or towards the left side of the mat in this instance. Take another deep, steady breath there. Keep your feet very grounded. As you breathe in, take your hands forward and put them on the ground. As you breathe out, heels out, toes in, straighten the legs with your feet parallel. Look at your feet. See that your toes are in line, the heels are in line. Take a deep inhale, open the chest wide. And then exhale, bend the elbows and slowly let the top of the head drop towards the floor. Maybe walk your hands in a bit. Hold here for a moment in Prasarita Padottanasana. Press your feet very deep into the ground. Firm the front thighs. Feel there's a movement of pulling upward, starting from the front of the knee all the way up to the upper thighs, the groin area. And then very slightly shift a little bit of the weight towards the toes without losing that push of the heels down towards the floor. One last deep breath. Wonderful. Inhale, slowly lift the chest a bit, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, take your hands back to the waist. But first, maybe bring your feet a little bit closer, and then do that if you need. Press your feet extra deep into the ground, and inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, turn towards the front of the mat. And inhale, step with the back foot forward. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, bend your knees. Touch the floor for a moment with your fingertips. Keep your knees bent. Inhale, Utkatasana. Maybe hands separate, maybe together.
Exhale, fold. Eventually, maybe straighten the knees if that's appropriate for you. Inhale, lifting the chest, lengthening the spine, opening the heart. Exhale, planting your hands, finding your way back, lowering down with the elbows very close to the body and the backs of the shoulders very wide. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog.
Inhale, lift the right leg up in the air. Exhale, as you draw the belly in, take the right foot forward, put it flat on the ground. Turn the back foot flat. Inhale, warrior number one. Reach the arms up. And exhale, stay there as you lower the hip a bit. Take the left side of the chest forward and take the right hip back a bit. Drop the tailbone as you reach with the fingertips up. One more deep, steady breath and feel your feet pressing down and stretching the yoga mat right under you. And then as you breathe in, we're going to turn to warrior two. So inhale, turn the hip, turn the chest towards the left. Turn the back foot a bit as you slide it back. And reach with the hands from the shoulders out, look towards your right hand. Again, try to bend the right knee a little bit more, but pull the left hand a little bit further back. Take another couple of deep breaths. Open the inner thighs a bit wider. Next time you inhale, press that right foot down and straighten the right leg. Exhale, a very long, wide triangle pose. So reach towards the front of the room, front of the mat. Put the right hand down somewhere along the right leg. Inhale, turn the chest and reach with the left hand up towards the ceiling. Maybe look up. If it doesn't feel right in your neck, look down to the side. Take another couple of deep breaths there as you lengthen the spine. Press your feet, firm the front thighs. Wonderful. Breathe out. Look down towards the floor, upper hand to the waist. Bend the front leg and put your fingertips, right hand, forward and to the right of that foot. Step the back foot a little bit in, and then lift the back leg up for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Once you find your balance, turn the back foot out, turn the hip, turn the chest again, and eventually reaching with the left hand up towards the ceiling. Take about 2 or 3 breaths there. Maybe look up, maybe look down, maybe look sideways. Reach with the heel of the back foot as far as you can. You can bend the standing leg if you need. And for the last breath, lift the right hand off the floor for just an inhale. And then exhale, put the hand down and the back foot down on the ground. Inhale, warrior two again. Exhale like a windmill, one hand after the other to the floor, stepping the front leg back. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, lower down slowly, maybe chaturanga, maybe flow. You can always skip it, go directly to downward facing dog. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take one deep breath there between sides. Make sure you empty all the breath out, tone under the belly, and then inhale, lift the left leg up in the air. With control, with the breath, exhale, bring the knee in first, and then the foot down, turn the back foot flat. Inhale, warrior number one. Try to press your feet very deep into the ground, open the heart. Take the right side of the chest a little bit forward. Take the left hip a little bit back. Drop the tailbone and start stretching the yoga mat right under you with your feet, the action of your feet pressing down and away from one another. One more deep, steady breath. Reach with the arms, relax the shoulders. Next inhale, warrior two, turning towards the right, sliding the back foot back a bit, lowering down a bit more. Try to bend that left knee a little bit further, but at the same time, reach with the right hand a little bit further back. Keep the upper body long, the chest open. Drop the tailbone down a bit. One more deep breath. Next time you inhale, press the left foot, straighten the left leg, then breathe out a very long, wide triangle pose. So reach forward and then down with the left hand. Don't try to reach too far with your left hand. Inhale, turn the chest and reach with the right hand up towards the ceiling. Open the heart very wide. Work your feet today a little bit extra strong. Press them down, firm the front thighs. Every time you breathe out, draw the belly in again. Wonderful. Then breathe out. Look down towards the floor, upper hand to the waist. Bend the front leg.
Put your left hand forward and to the left on the fingertips. Step the back foot in a bit and inhale, lift the back leg up. Once you find your balance, you can always bend the standing leg if you need. Turn the back foot out, push the heel as far back as you can, and then reach with the right hand up as you open the heart very wide. Take another deep, steady breath there. For the last breath, if you wish, if you have the balance, lift that left hand off the floor, take a deep inhale, and then exhale, put the hand down, put the back foot down on the ground again. Inhale, warrior two. And then exhale like a windmill, one hand after the other to the floor, and we're stepping the front leg back. Take a deep inhale there. And then exhale, slowly lower down. And then inhale, come onto the Sphinx position. Position your elbows under the shoulders. Pull the floor towards you. Let the heart move forward and up. Press the back of the feet down a bit. Lengthen the spine. And we're going to keep the knees down on the floor. As you breathe out, lift the hip up a little bit. And then round the upper body, so tailbone dropping down, chin towards the chest. Try to round as much as you can. Don't lift the hip too high. If you're shaking, that means you're doing it right. That means strength is building somewhere in your body. Notice where it is. Try to maintain a deep, steady flow of breath. One more deep breath. Wonderful. Then slowly put your hip back down and take another couple of breaths in the Sphinx pose. Lengthen the spine, open the heart. We'll repeat it one more time, and we have an option of doing the same way or doing a forearm plank. If we are doing a forearm plank, we're going to turn the toes and straighten the knees. Otherwise, stay with the knees down, repeat the previous position. Take a deep inhale, exhale. Either a forearm plank or what we did before. And again, you want to round the lower back. If you're doing the forearm plank, lift the front thighs up towards the ceiling, roll the tailbone back, and try not to lift the hip too high. So lower it a bit and let the chest move forward a bit. Take another couple of deep, steady breaths here. Wonderful. Slowly put yourself back down. And then take your hands back as you slowly lower the chest. And then next time you breathe in, so first take a deep round of breath first. Relax the front and back of the body. Next time you breathe in, lift the chest, lift the legs a bit in the air. As you breathe out, reach the hands back, turn the palms to face one another, and then hold here for a few breaths in Shalabhasana. If you can, press your feet together, don't feel like you have to. And try to find more length. Every inhale, try to lengthen the upper body forward and up. Every exhale, reach with the toes a little bit further back and up a bit. Hold here for 3 more deep breaths, finding or feeling what's going on in the back of your body as you stay here. Looking for stability, for stillness. Keeping the breath deep and steady. We're going to keep the back very active, separate our feet, take our hands alongside the chest. Next time we inhale, we're going to move like a swing. We're going to press the hands, lift the chest until your feet touch the ground for an active cobra, keeping the back active. One more inhale, open the heart wide, and then exhale, knees, toes, downward facing dog. Last time for today. In this shape. Take about 3 deep breaths there. Try to find the reset button along the spine, so lengthen as much as you can. Wonderful. Then slowly come down on your knees as you inhale. Take a child's pose as you exhale with the elbows and the forehead resting. We're just going to take a couple of breaths. We're going to do Vasishthasana, which is a half plank or side plank, So take another breath to prepare. You can do it in easy variation or a little more challenging. We start on the left side. So let's inhale, find our way back to the plank pose. And then as we exhale, we're going to shift the weight towards our left hand and the outer edge of the left foot in line. We can either put the right foot on top of the left foot, which is a bit more challenging, or the right foot on the ground right in front of us, which is much easier. So your call, once you find your position, take the right hand up towards the ceiling, find the balance. Keep the hip away from the floor. Every chance you get, push the left hand down, and as you breathe out, draw the belly inward towards the lower back. You can look down, sideways or up, whatever's right for you. Take another deep, steady breath. Then inhale, upper hand down, back to plank. Exhale, put your knees down, child's pose. Just a couple of breaths. Elbows down, forehead down. Deep inhale. Full exhale. One more round of deep, steady breath. Back to plank pose. As you inhale, exhale, shift the weight towards the right hand. Place the outer edge of the right foot right in line, left foot on top or in the front, whatever is right for you. Whenever you're ready, you can inhale, reach the left hand up. Try to lift the hip up towards the ceiling. Draw the belly in a bit. Tailbone towards the back of the mat. Push the right hand down. Reach with the left hand up. Try to take another deep, steady breath here. Wonderful. Inhale, upper hand back down to the plank pose. Exhale, another child's pose. So knees first, and then now take your hands back and put your forehead down. 3 breaths. We're going to work a little bit of strength in our shoulders. So let's slowly lift the head and take our hands forward. Place the elbows right under the shoulders on the ground. Palms facing one another. Then interlace the fingers and press down the wrists. So we got the elbows and the wrists pressing very deep in this kind of triangle shape. This is going to be a dolphin movement. So we're going to turn the toes. Take a deep inhale first. Exhale, lift the hip back and up. And walk our feet forward a bit, bend the knees. Take a deep breath. You can always stay there. Just stay as you are. Hold here for a few breaths. Press the elbows and wrists down to push the weight away from the hands and up towards the ceiling. If you want to do some movements, inhale, look forward. Shift the weight forward a bit. Take the chin right in front of your hands, almost reaching the floor. And then exhale, press the forearms and push yourself back to where you started. Minimum 5 times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. You can repeat it 3 more times. The rest of us, inhale, put your knees on the floor, and wait in child's pose for 3 breaths. If you wish, you can continue a bit more, or you can later come back to it. Do a few more times during the day. Build some strength in your shoulders. Wonderful. From child pose, let's sit up again in Vajrasana on our heels. Take a deep breath there. Keep your eyes soft. Slowly shifting the weight on the exhale to one side, taking your legs from the other, lying on our backs for the bridge pose. So make sure you prepare your feet, the heels close to your buttocks, feet a little bit apart, toes in a bit if you can, heels out if it feels right for you, hands alongside your body. Breathe all the way out. As you inhale, press your feet down, lift the hip up. As you exhale, roll the tailbone towards your knees and lengthen the back of the body a bit. And then you can walk the shoulder blades in, interlace the fingers, press the arms down, reach forward, and press the backs of the shoulders down to open the heart a bit wider. Take a few deep breaths and see if you can stretch the back of the shoulders a bit, the shoulder blades, the front of the shoulders a bit. Feel a little bit of a release, maybe, somewhere around the shoulders. Take another couple of deep breaths.
start pressing the feet a little bit deeper into the ground. And then breathe out, release your fingers, come all the way down. Take our knees slowly towards the chest. Take our forward as you breathe out towards your knees. And reach with the hands forward and hold here for a few breaths, trying to be as compact as you can. One more deep breath. Next time you breathe out, back to the bridge position. Now this time, we're going to bend our elbows in a karate chop, pressing the elbows down 90 degrees. Take a deep exhale. Make sure you empty all the breath out. And then inhale, rise up. Now arrange your hands in the right position with the shoulders supporting your movement. And then if you can, without doing much, lift the right foot a little bit off the ground. Try to level the hip. Take another couple of deep breaths. Press with the left foot a little bit more and lift the hip a little bit higher. It's not easy, so whatever is right, whatever you can do is good enough. One more deep breath there. Press the left foot down. Then breathe out, put the right foot. Take another deep breath to lift the hip. Try to level it a little bit more. And the next time you breathe out, lift the left foot off the ground a bit. Then try to level the hip again and lift it a bit higher by pressing the right foot down. Press the elbows down. Take another deep breath. Press the right foot, lift a little bit higher. Wonderful. Breathe out, put the left foot down. Inhale, lift it a little bit higher. And then exhale, slowly come down. Wonderful. Bring the knees towards the chest again. And do a little bit of movements from side to side. And release some tension from your back. Try to flatten the lower back. Maybe some movements in circles, if that's appropriate. To one direction and then to the other. Wonderful. Then keep your knees as they are, right at the center. Interlace the fingers. Take your hands under your head. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, slowly lift the chest and head, forehead towards the knees. Maybe stay there. Maybe inhale, straighten the legs forward, whatever feels right for you. And exhale, bring your knees towards your forehead. Do it a few more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you can continue, do it a few more times. I'm going to do 2 more times and then take rest. You can always come and revisit this exercise if you want. Moving with the breath is the most important thing. One last time for me. Wonderful. I'm going to put my foot down as you breathe out, and I'm going to straighten the legs and reach the arms over the head. Try to interlace the 2 thumbs in this kind of butterfly position. Reach with my hands or our hands. Reach with our feet forward. Stretch the front of the body for another deep breath. And then slowly release the hands. Turn to the side. Come up to sitting from the side with the support of your hands. Now we'll sit with our legs forward. And we'll arrange our sitting bones and our hands supporting either to the side or a little bit behind us, whatever feels most supportive for you, that you can lengthen the spine. Flex your feet, take a deep inhale. Exhale, lift that right leg straight, just a few centimeters up. Hold here, keep the spine upright. Breathe deep. And then slowly, as you breathe out, put the right leg down. Take a deep inhale. Make sure you've got good support on your hands. Breathe out and lift the left leg up. Not too much. Flex your feet. Lengthen the spine. Take a deep, steady breath here. Wonderful. Breathe out, put the left leg down. Take a deep inhale again. And hug the right knee towards the chest. Take the right foot to the other side of that straight leg.
and bend the left knee in. Make sure you're sitting comfortably, steady on two sitting bones in Ardha Matsyendrasana. Press the right foot down to the ground, right hand behind you. Inhale, lift the left hand up in the air. And exhale, hook the elbow across on that knee. Take another inhale to open the chest. And exhale, press with the elbow against that bent knee and twist. Find your position, relax the shoulders. Focus on the belly again. So as you breathe out, draw the belly in. At the end of the exhale, turn the belly in and out to the right a bit. See if you can start the twist from the belly and then let the rest of the spine follow. Take another deep, steady breath there. Inhale, turn the gaze forward. Exhale, take your hands behind you, place two heels on the ground or feet together, knees together. Now grab the back of the thighs, find balance in the back of the sitting bones, lift the shins, lift the chest. Reach the arms forward for Navasana. If you feel this is easy, you can try to straighten the knees. Otherwise, keep them bent. Every inhale, you open the heart, you lengthen the spine. Every exhale, you draw the lower abdomen in a bit, keeping the face relaxed. And Mona Lisa smile in your face. Breath is slow and deep. Two more deep breaths. Next time you breathe in, put your hands on the floor. Exhale, straighten your legs and put them down. Take a deep inhale there. And then exhale, bend the left knee in and put it flat, the foot on the other side of that straight leg. Bend the right knee in again. Find a steady, comfortable position on two sitting bones. Left hand behind you, left foot pressing down. Inhale, reach the right hand up in the air. Exhale, hook the elbow across on the knee. Take a deep inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, press with the elbow. Find your twist. And start working with the lower abdomen. As you breathe in, you draw the belly inward. As you breathe out, you draw the belly in. At the end of the exhale, you turn it to the left a bit. One last deep, steady breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release, put your hands behind you. Let's do Navasana again, the boat pose. Starting with our heels down, grabbing the back of the thighs, finding the balance, lifting the shins. Starting with a normal Navasana, reaching the hands forward, taking a deep breath. Then we're going to move into a twisting variation. Next time you breathe out, take your hands together, turn towards the right, and reach with the hands towards the right, about 45-degree angle. Keep the heart open, keep the spine long. Take another deep, steady breath. Inhale, bring your hands back to the center, reach forward. Exhale to the other side, reaching two hands towards the left. Keeping the heart open. Find stability. The breath is long and deep. Inhale, hands forward again. Exhale, hands down, then legs down. Take a moment there. Slowly move back onto your elbows. And then once you're on your elbows, keep your legs straight. Roll the shoulders back a bit. Open the heart. Maybe stay with the head looking forward. Maybe if the neck is okay, let go of the head. Drop it back a bit. Chin lifting over the nose, but the gaze is towards the tip of the nose. Take a deep, steady breath. And then from there, we're going to walk our hands again, with our hands, back to where we started. And then take a deep inhale. Exhale, start bending the knees outward, bringing the feet together in a diamond shape with our legs. You can take the hands over the legs. You can take the hands under the legs. Take a deep inhale. round the back, and drop the top of the head forward and down towards your feet. Now we're going to stay here for about less than a minute. Start slowing down the exhales. Every round of breath, add another second or two to your exhales. See how far you can extend your exhales without making it straining or stressing you in any way. Extend the exhales a little bit more. One last deep breath. And then find our way back to sitting as we inhale. And we're going to prepare if we need to wear anything for Shavasana. Go ahead. Let's all meet in Shavasana. And once we're in Shavasana, in the final relaxation pose, make adjustments so you can really be comfortable. Once you're feeling as comfortable as you can, relaxing as much of the body as you can, take a deep inhale and open your mouth and empty. And just let go. Just let go. So if you have time, please stay a few more minutes in this pose and come out whenever you feel you're ready. Otherwise, very gently move your fingers and your toes. Bring back awakening to your body as gentle as you can. And slowly take the hands over the head. Stretch the legs a bit. Roll over to your side. Stay there in a comfortable position with your eyes closed. And then with support of your hands, come into a comfortable seated position. playful moment. And then take your hands together in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Lower the chin. Take a short moment to wish something very nice to yourself, and then equally nice to somebody else. And we'll finish with our hands moving forward and down, bowing forward, very easy.
And we'll take a last moment for gratitude here. So direct your gratitude towards someone or something. Try to do it in a sincere way. And we'll come back to sitting.
So thank you for practicing with me, and I wish you a wonderful rest